Hey, what's going on, y'all? I'm Corey Sausage Floyd, and welcome to the Geek Report. This week, Kevin Hart gets animated. Vampires hit Broadway once again, but with an 80s twist. And DJ Academics is a fucking weirdo. All that and more this week on the Geek Report. Let's go. What's going on, y'all? It's Corey Sausage Floyd for the Geek Report, powered by Maremy Media. I'm here with my number two, my favorite guy, my co pilot, Demon Engine.
What's up, everybody?
What's going
Good
on,
to hear
Demon?
it's
How are
back
you?
once again. Fairly good, actually.
That's always good to hear. Well, folks, you guys already know it's another week. A bunch of things have happened. We're going to talk about some of them. But before we get into that, please make sure you are subscribed to American Media so you can keep yourself updated on anything and everything coming from our channel. With that being said, Demon Ninja, I'm ready when you are. Please proceed.
All right.
All right, so Kevin Hart has a animated series coming out called Little Kev. It's going to be on BET Plus. From what I understand, it's going to be a animated retelling of his childhood, very reminiscent of Everybody Hates Chris, which is also currently in an animated form. So I have no issues. Funny thing is, I BT Plus has one solid show, so it definitely needs this. Kevin Hart's already pretty animated as is, so eh, sure, why not?
I see no problems with it.
I think Wanda Sykes and Dion Cole are also the supporting characters, but we shall see. We
Yeah.
shall see.
To the next one. Oh,
Yes, Devil May Cry anime is coming out April 3rd on Netflix.
that.
Actually saw the opening credits to it. It is very early 2000 because the theme song they chose was Limp Bizkit Rollin'. Not gonna lie, I felt very old. Breathe in and breathe out. Hands up, hands down. Back up, back up. Tell me what you're gonna do now. Rolling, 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 rolling. This will be the second time Devil May Cry has been an anime. First time it was a one shot anime series. I forget what year and I forget what studio. But Netflix
Yeah.
has been knocking it out of the park with anime lately. So yeah, sure, why not?
I'm down for it. I need more stuff to watch.
I'm not sure if they're going to be telling their own stories or adaptations of stories from the game. I don't know. Shoot, I don't even know if they got Johnny Young Bosch as who's voice. I don't even know who's voicing him right now. So that's interesting.
Okay.
What any particular Netflix anime you watch right now, Demon?
Scissor 7.
Okay.
That's about it. I've been watching as for Netflix anime. No, anime in general. I've been watching Solo Leveling
Okay.
and a few others. I can't really think of the name of it right now. I've been somewhat away from anime only because I don't like the decisions that's been going on as of late, especially with Demon Slayer. I kind of just want to ignore Demon Slayer because I don't care about the Hashira training arc.
Okay.
To to hear about this next is not even getting the next season. It's just gonna be a movie.
Yeah.
I'm like,
I mean,
you can crunch things down, but y'all like that's spoilers. I'm gonna give out some quick spoilers so people don't complain in the comments and shit. That's the Doma fight, the Akaza rematch, Kokushibo fight, Muzan himself, an extra spoiler alert so nobody gets pissy. Demon King Tanjiro, even though it was brief.
okay.
And I'm not okay with that.
Oh, you're not okay with it?
I'm not okay with it. You could at least I say you could at least give us Doma and Akaza in one season instead of and then finish it out with the next season after that. Kokushibo, uh Muzan, and then Demon King Tanjiro. And then OVA episode or two about like their future reincarnations.
Okay.
So,
all right.
that's not what they're going with. And I'm not here for that. So
Fair enough.
I'll find some
Fair
other
enough.
animes.
That's your take. You're entitled to it. So, 80s classic The Lost Boys is being turned into a Broadway musical. If you could take an 80s or even a 90s horror movie and turned it to a musical, if you could, what would it be?
I'm getting up there in age. But you got to remember, I was under double digits
Right.
for the
So this is just
entirety of
from
the 90s.
so what I guess it will be a 2000s movie for you. What horror
Um,
movie would be for you, Demon? Damn. Saw? Wait a minute now. That actually
that
wouldn't
could
be
be
a
that.
it
It'd be weird.
would
But
be
it'd be
weird, but
good.
damn. Doo 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 doo. But yo, have you seen The Lost Boys, Demon?
No.
Oh, it is a fucking treat. Like, look at this young, non-cocaine up Keith Sutherland. Look at him, so sober, technically.
Technically as well.
You had Corey Haim and Corey Feldman. Oh, the Coreys. Well, we're gonna have to watch it because that's definitely something I would love for you to see.
I'm down to watch it. I'm just thinking I should have a horror movie night.
hmm But folks, all right. If I could pick a horror movie from the '80s and turn it into a Broadway musical, I would pick I would pick Gremlins because it's definitely a horror movie because people definitely get killed. You could have like one of the Spike Gremlin doing like hair metal, Gizmo doing like emotional R&B,
I could see that.
and it would still have all of its dark, funny elements.
I could see that being music. I can't. I don't know how. I'm still thinking about Soul as a musical, and I just
It is weird.
it, it's weird. My brain has had a hard time like trying to visualize that concept,
It's like,
considering a
do
lot
you
of
want
the
to play
times
a
you're like
game?
trapped it you're trapped in like some contraption to mutilate or kill you in a horrible way.
Like what?
You
What
silly
song?
adaptation.
What are the lyrics to? I have to cut this key out of my eye.
Right?
He wants us to saw up our foot.
What if we're better, the only way I can envision it is essentially it just being regular Saw with like musical commentary.
God. Hey,
You
hey,
see
Warner
the
Brothers.
emotion and terror in his face as he tries to dig it in his eye, and you hear a chorus. It's like his eye, his kids behind the eye.
Hey, Warner Brothers. See how you just can't turn movies into musicals? Like you got to actually sit down and do the work to execute it. Joker too.
Or else it's just gonna feel like a fucking fever dream.
Right. Like hay fever. All right, so BioWare they've moved a lot of their Dragon Age developers around in house, and then shifted a bunch of them over to the Max Effect game. And of course, that also came with a buttload of layoffs. I feel like there's got to be a better way to there's got to be a better way to get for developers to work. Like there's got to be clauses or something in their contracts getting extra money so they're not just because it's just like you work all week. Next thing you know, you find out you're fired. It's like that's still pretty lame.
I don't think I could work fully in the game industry because it's a whole lot of perfect storms for justifiable crash outs.
It's just weird. Plus Mass Effect. I mean, Andromeda
I know
became good.
I know
Andromeda became good.
she would be upset if she was here, but I could tell you now, this is that's something they can move on. Give us a new IP.
She
I know
would
Dragon Age
like
has been hitting, but like Mass Effect, just give us a new IP. It's okay.
yeah. But here's the problem. BioWare they tried to give us the new IP, and that's how we got Anthem, and that shit wasn't even a complete game.
Wasn't that also supposed to be live service? Yeah. So give us put passion back in your shit. For one, no live service, new
Every
IP.
game does not have to be live service. And if you're going to do a live service game, make sure it makes sense because apparently since Suicide Squad versus Justice League is officially done, the game actually has an ending. And I'm like, and the ending is like, oh, all the heroes you fought were clones. The real heroes are alive and well. I'm just like, well, so fuck me, right? Wow. Who
If
knew
you're
that?
doing a live service theme, it needs an ever evolving story.
Yeah, which that shit did not. That shit died so
Something
fast.
new, right? Like, more shit to explore, but like
These guys disgust me. Let's go to the next thing. So Stranger Things season 5, which we still don't know about a release date, but the Duffer Brothers say that this final season will be eight blockbuster movies back to back. I mean, it kind of has to be at this point now. like we
It's been
it's
so
like
long.
it's been it. We don't need another Game of Thrones situation where y'all where y'all just shit the bed at the finish line. I need some of these kids to die. I'm sorry. It's like I get it, but some of these main characters, we at the final season. Somebody's got to go. I'm pretty sure 11 might die, and of course, the person in me is afraid that the black kid's gonna die because Lord knows this cast isn't exactly the most diverse.
All right, so we got 2016 for when it first came out, 2017,
It,
2017 for season two,
it
19 for
what?
season three, 2022 for season four, and so
Now,
far
mind
nothing.
you, you gotta remember, 2022 was that pandemic. It was
It makes
supposed
sense.
like it.
Pandemic happened, so it makes
Yeah,
sense. The world is moving back to normal now, though.
yeah, but the problem was when the pandemic hit, all the kids hit puberty.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, yeah, these niggas is old. Like 11 is married now. Like 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 that's how it's been. I'm like this. It's just listen. I need this to be good. I need this to be great. I end it on a high note. Just I don't watch too many shows fucking up at the finish line. So I'm cheering for y'all. I'm cheering for y'all. Y'all never let me down.
Don't start.
Don't fuck this up. All right. So this is something interesting that earlier. So the voice actor, I forget his name, some jackass. He made a weird comment during an interview about your friendly neighborhood Spider-Man. He said he was afraid of the show being woke. Now, this is such a such a word to use. And I'm kind of curious because I'm like, I don't think he was being serious simply because the guy, like the photo up here is actually the showrunner, like Jeff Tramiel, who of course ran the show Craig of the Creek. And of course, if you're not familiar with this new Spider-Man, Osborn's black, and he's like so is his son. I'm like, they introduced the girl Nico, so so Peter has a nice little diverse group of friends. Doc Connors is a black woman, so I don't know what his like. I'm just like I feel like he has to have knowledge of the show. So for him to make this statement just seems off. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And but then but then there's like the other side of my brain where I think I think the way he was using woke was in the dumb, hollow, progressive style of storytelling. All right, like Velma. That's what I mean. Velma. Cause think about it. Velma hit a lot of checkpoints if you were going to be a progressive show. The problem was it wasn't funny.
Oh,
It was painfully unfunny. And with the way it was designed, uh, people uh, people of a certain mentality would just call it woke. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
It's like when it's progressive storytelling, it's just good storytelling. But when it's lazy progressive storytelling that isn't good, it gets labeled woke. Yeah. Does that sound right? Do I feel like I'm not? I feel. Does that sound right?
That sounds right about to me.
Yeah, because like I'm gonna probably make some TikToks about this. So it's gonna be some. I'm gonna cook. I'm gonna cook on this. But a lot of people. Wait, go back. But a lot of people were saying because of this weird comment from Peter Parker, there was like, oh well, I'm not gonna watch the show. I'm like, but you want to promote black creators. The show has a black creator. Are you really going to let one of these smaller cogs in the machine determine whether you want to support this show or not? Now, I've watched the first two episodes and I'm sold. I enjoy it. I'm not gonna let this I'm not gonna let this weird comment from one of the voice actors uh steer me away from the show. Shit.
I was so the moment I saw that he was black.
Right.
Why? Because Chris waves like that and the white man just don't make sense.
They don't. Osborne waves. I'm like, yo, that shit don't make no sense.
Got the crispiest shit in New York.
And the funny part, I'll be in conversations with folks on lives, and they're like, it's not waves, it's just a slick back. I'm like, how would you know? It's like, do you even know what the term baby hair means? Do you know what a fade is? Shut up. Like we know, like we know hair. But all right,
I know hair, and I still choose to cut mine off all
true.
the time.
But you still get it done in a black style.
No, I cut it all off.
He'll bring back the hawk.
I'm not bringing back the Hulk. One more baby said it don't look good on me, so now I'm not bringing back the Hulk.
That's because you never let it get high enough.
Nah,
Like,
bring it back.
if you let that hawk get high, that should be lit. But let's go to last next John. All right, so Quentin Tarantino, yeah, he had a little bit to say about streaming, and um, I understand his why he's pissed because he feels like the going to the cinema doesn't mean shit anymore because it plays in theaters for a token release for 4 fucking weeks, then the few weeks that's available digital, and he says that 2019 was the last year for movies, and I get what he says, and I kind of agree because because after the pandemic, a lot of studios don't even want to put certain films in theater. They just release them digitally, and for the films that do get the theater treatment, you got to be able to catch it within the first 4 weeks. After that, it might already be gone. Shoot, Sonic. Sonic 3 just came out like a month ago, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's already available digital.
That's fine by me.
I
I've
don't
gotten
know.
tired. One, I've gotten tired about being around people. Two, being at a movie theater now, even if it's not doing all the things where there's ones where I get it. You go there, power seats and move back. You got fucking pizza and all type of other shit on the menu that you can get. But the other ones, you serving me the same fucking hot dogs that I get from Aldi's, same popcorn I get from there too, as well as fucking essentially candy that you bought in bulk from the fucking Dollar Tree, and you
But they,
selling me these at these outlandish prices, and I gotta deal with the sticky floors. That's in part, mostly in part to the fucking attendees, as well as some parts to the lazy workers that don't want to fucking deal with it. It's loud sometimes because sometimes people just don't shut the fuck up. We've been to a couple. We've been to a couple private screenings where people still didn't shut the fuck up. So like, yeah,
mm.
no, I'm not. I catch it at home. I got this TV for a reason.
Well, see, you got them big, you got a big ass TV, so that shit. We watched the Suicide Squad. And that motherfucker.
Suicide Squad. Watch on my old TV. We watch fucking Justice League. And that's
Mm-mm-mm.
another reason why I'm glad. Some shit don't need to be remade. Some shit just take that shit straight to DVD. Fuck how long that shit was.
Oh, you talking
We
about
had to watch it.
The Snyder cut?
Yes, the Snyder cut.
Oh no, I would have went to
We
theater for that shit. No,
had to watch that
no,
shit in parts.
yeah, that was not going back to theater. Hell no.
Mm-mm.
But yeah, I
I
feel Quentin.
damn.
Apparently, and from what I understand, his next project isn't even a movie; it's a play. And if the play does well, he will he might convert it to his last film, which I still don't believe he's going to stop at 10 films. But you know, that's whatever. But one more thing, so Demon, I don't even want to really address it too much, but academics got banned from Twitch for a great reason, being a fucking weirdo. Being a weirdo, being a creep, and saying all the most inappropriate things to a 15-year-old streamer.
Hey, yo.
And the 15-year-old streamer was actually the mature one in this conversation that involved academics and several other grown ass men. So, with that being said, money does not stop you from being lame and a weirdo. I just, I don't know that like the reason I brought it up, I was ignoring it all week until I ended up like hearing the stuff he was saying to this kid before we started the show, and I'm just like, oh my goodness, this is disgusting. I was like, this is weird, and I'm just like, yo, it's nothing I haven't heard in conversations before, which is a whole another level of awkward. But it was like you're talking to someone who's a teenager, a child, and he lets you know, and y'all thought to just keep going. That's so fucking weird.
Mm.
It was just it was weird as hell for me. Between that and the big girl trying to sue Lyft, I was just like, I'm wait. You want to talk about it? You want to talk about it? All right, we talking about it. So so
We already at the 30 minutes. We can't. I can't.
fine. That's okay. We'll talk. You know what? I'm gonna talk about. I'm gonna talk about it. I'm gonna talk about it on our TikTok. So make sure you follow American Media on TikTok with the fuckery. Everybody, please take care of yourselves. Be well. For the folks over there in California, be safe. I hope you're recovering. And for the folks bearing down this winter, stay warm. And of course, I've got the room, Kelly Green. Go Eagles!
Yeah, my Philadelphia pride ain't that strong no more. Love y'all.
Well,
Be safe.
well, I'm right here by the Rocky statue, so I got no choice.
Fair
Take
enough.
care, you guys. Take care, guys. We'll see you next week. Peace.